Hi, welcome to DR News, the news show by students and for students. The Bottle and Can Drive is Saturday from 10 to 3 o'clock in the foyer. You can call the school if you need your cans or bottles to be picked up. The sophomore semi-formal is approaching and tickets will be on sale starting on Monday. The tickets are selling at $8 a person and the dance will take place in the cafeteria. Now here's Johnny C. with interviews on the upcoming exchange program for the French students.
Last year, a group of 12 students came to DR from Lyon, France, with their English teacher. They spent approximately 3 weeks in the area, and they were hosted by families from Dighton and Rehoboth. But on February the 18th, 15 DR students with 2 teachers will be visiting Lyon, France. And here, I'm going to interview 2 students, seniors. Their names are Sarah Potenza and Melinda Bernardo. And I'm going to ask them a few questions about where they will be staying and other attractions in Lyon. Sarah, where will you be staying the week and a half in France?
We're going to be staying in Lyon at the Charlie Chaplin High School.
What accommodations will you find there in France when you arrive?
Stay with the students from the school that came here last year. Last year?
Okay. Will you be staying anywhere else, and for how long?
We're going to stay in Paris for a couple of days at the beginning of the trip.
What other fun things will you be doing in France?
We're going to go skiing in the Alps. We're going to go to Arles, down in south of France. We're going to go to museums, out to restaurants, stuff like that.
With the French students?
Yeah.
What sites in Lyon will you visit, and which ones do you think you'll find the most amusing?
Probably the restaurants will be the most amusing. All the people, because they told us that they bring their dogs in. They sit their dogs at the tables and stuff, so.
What have you been doing to prepare for the trip?
We've been taking classes after school to learn French, little French sayings and stuff like that. How do you do, stuff like that. I don't know. We've been keeping in touch with the people that came here last year with letters and stuff. And Mrs. Jacquard, Mrs. Mahoney, I've been writing to Madame Chopin, the teacher in France. And I've been keeping in touch too.
All right. Well, I hope you have a fun time there. Thanks. So, Melinda, where will you be living in that week?
Oh, the week that I go to France?
Yes.
Oh, well, we'll be staying with some students from the Charlie Chaplin High School.
Will you be staying anywhere else, and for how long?
Well, after the week and a half in Lyon, we'll be going to Paris for 4 days.
Anywhere else?
We'll go to, when we're in Lyon, we'll travel with the students. We'll go to Arles in the south of France. We'll go, in Paris, we'll go to the Musée d'Orsay and the Louvre and some other sites.
What other fun things will you be doing in France when you arrive?
Well, we'll be going skiing. In France, we'll stay in a youth hostel, which is just like it's a hotel just for kids. We'll be going to restaurants. We're going to the ballet, maybe to the opera.
And what other teachers will be accompanying you to France?
Mrs. Mahoney and Mrs. Jacquard.
Well, I thank you, Sarah Potenza and Melinda Bernardo, for your interview, and I hope you have a great time in Lyon, France, and the other 13 students that are leaving. Back to you, Sadie.
Thanks, John. I hope the French students have a safe trip to France. Now here's Ryan with the sports.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan for DR Sports. Jeff has the feature story. But first, the Lady Falcons play Seekonk Warriors this evening. I caught Coach Culberson, and he mentioned, and I quote, "Seekonk is the defending champions. For us to win it, we must beat them first." The Lady Falcons are now ranked 20th in the state of Massachusetts. Great job, girls. The boys basketball team plays you-know-who tonight. The Seekonk Warriors are all-conference rivals. So show up at the DR gym tonight, 7 o'clock. This will be a great victory for DR if they win. Now, on the topic of boys basketball, my athlete of the week is senior co-captain Adam Spryer. He's an excellent all-around player, and he shows great sportsmanship. Good job, Adam. The winter track team will be attending the state relays at Wheaton College tomorrow. Good luck to you guys, and I hope you win some races. Jeff interviewed Coach Culberson, who coaches the 20th ranked Dighton Rehoboth Lady Falcons. Now here's Jeff with the feature.
Hi, I'm Jeff McBride with head coach of the Dighton Rehoboth Lady Falcons, Mr. Bill Cuthbertson, whose team is ranked #1 in the SEC and who has just defeated the #2 rated Lady Cardinals of Case High School. The score was 57-37. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, Jeff, we're just really pleased with the way the kids responded. Case came in here tonight. They had won 8 straight. They were the hottest team in our league. And we knew that this was going to be a war from start to finish. And I thought our kids really responded. Everyone contributed well, and everybody did what we asked them to do. And our seniors really led the way.
After a heartbreaking loss against Old Rochester, this week must have been tough for your girls. What did you tell them leading up to this game so they can get ready and psyched up?
Well, what we tried to emphasize with them is that this was a game that was going to determine how the league went the rest of the year. And what we wanted them to do was come out and play like champions and really give an effort, have the eye of the tiger. And we wanted them to be hungry, but we didn't want them to be tight. We wanted them to play loose and relaxed and have fun, and we're just really pleased with the way they responded.
Your second time through the schedule, is that a tough thing to do, or do you think it'll be easier for your team to get?
Oh, no. It's very tough because the second time around, everybody wants to knock off the leader, and everybody has played us tough. Everybody's given us their best game and their best effort, but that's what happens, when you're a good team.
All right, thank you. I wish your team the best of luck in the second half of the season.
Okay.
I'll send it back to the newsroom.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, I hope they kick some butt in the state tournament at the end of the year. Well, that's all for sports this week. Back to Sadie.
Thanks, Brian. Now it's time for our special edition of Donovan's DR Corner.
Particle man, doing the things a particle can. What's he like? It's not important. Particle man, is he a dot or is he a speck? When he's underwater, does he get wet or does the...
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Donovan's DR Corner. Well, we all know what time of the year it is. It's that dreaded Valentine's Day. Now, I know what you're saying. Donovan, Valentine's Day is at least a week away. Well, I know that, and I'm just here to give you a few Valentine's Day suggestions to alleviate that pain. Now, to show a loved one you care and keep it simple, you can always go with a nice card that always seems to touch their heart. But if you want to get more into the traditional style of Valentine's Day, I would suggest some candy of some sort. Unless your loved one has a weight problem, then you might want to go with some flowers. Flowers always seem to touch their heart in some special way. Of course, you say, Donovan, flowers work, but I want to be a little bit more romantic, a little bit more creative. Well then, you can always go with a nice candlelight dinner for two. That always seems to be quite romantic. But you say, Donovan, I'm not a good cook. I can't cook too well. I don't do well with the one-on-one thing. And if you want to spend money, jewelry will always work. It makes a nice gift. Now, I know what you're saying. Donovan, all these suggestions are great. I just don't know which one to choose from. Well, if you can't decide, a simple I love you will work. Or a hey, you're great. Well, I hope I helped you a little bit. And that's all the time I have for this week. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks, Donovan. Thanks for watching this week and have a good weekend.